Woohoo! Welcome back to Big Herb the Nerd, and today's little teaser of some more FM19 content from the early capture event that I was lucky enough to go to down at SAI headquarters. Today we are looking at Leverkusen and a short team guide to kind of wet your whistle to see whether, now that Sports Interactive and Football Manager has the Bundesliga license in the game, will you be taking on a team there? And if you are going to, here's a few guides to maybe help you make that decision for your first foray into the German league. So today we are looking at Bayer Leverkusen. And we will go through and have a rough look at the budget they have available, the philosophies, the players they've got, and a rough guide on that tactical style page. What would be my, recommendation, my opinion on how you would, or how I would play with Leverkusen if I were to take them on in FM19. So first off, so I can have a look at our opening scheme. Welcome to Bayer. So their philosophies are to sign young players for the first team and develop players using the club's youth system. That seems to be the philosophies for a lot of the German clubs. The old youth players, or signing youth players for the first team. So that means that we will be looking for those backups. Have we got any wonder kids in there already? And when we're looking to buy, we should be looking for the younger guys. If we look at the transfers page, the big man to come in, Paulinho, the winger, Brazilian winger. It's come in, hot prospect, ticks that box for a youth player for the first team. We've also signed a fair few players as well. A lot of free transfers, interestingly, from other German clubs. So we'll have a look at those guys and see how they're all going to fit in. So if we start where I always like to start, in the team report, let's have a look at who we've got available to us before we jump, the strengths and weaknesses of the team before we jump into the squad depth and see who we have available to us. So we have a look here. There's a lot of goalkeeper ones on here. Good kicking and throwing from the goalkeepers. That means we can play slightly longer if we want to. Do good in one-on-one situations. We can maybe leave them a little bit not susceptible. What the word I'm looking for? Open. We can maybe take a few risks with defence. Midfield depth is good. Leon Bailey, the best of three players, able to play at left wing. Leon Bailey's a bit of a beast. The squad is brave and committed. That's good for tackling. We've got good defensive depth, good right back, good centre back, good midfield. On the right, that's saying for Leon Bailey as well. The team is then good heading, marking, tackling. Not full green, just that kind of half green, which is good. But nothing there is screaming out to a style of play, which is interesting. This is where it does get interesting. Weaknesses. Crossing isn't the best. So that sort of wing play is kind of off the cards. Dribbling isn't the best either. So we want to pass it. Long shots also isn't the best. Passing's not great. Vision's not great. Command of area for goalkeepers. Flair's not great. Corners, wow. Okay, so crossing not good. Dribbling not good. Long shots not good. A lack of overall depth. And only 10 million in transfer budget means you've got to kind of stick with who you got here. You've probably got one purchase in you. So if we're then looking at the team, look at the team report, see who we've got here then. You've got Alero and Volland up top, 3-star. Could do with an out-and-out great striker. Volland, a very good striker, but you need to get the best of who you've got up there. That's saying to me maybe you stick with a one-striker formation. You've then got Brandt and Bailey, who can play both sides. Volland can also play on the right-hand side as well, so your attacking midfielders are strong. That says to me, play some attacking midfielders. Through the middle, you've got Kai Havertz. Julian Brandt can play there as well. Kai Havertz is very, very good in the game. Good little youngster to have. And I would probably err towards a 4-2-3-1. This is telling me right there. 3 across the middle with 1 up top. Or maybe a cheeky little strikeless. Maybe. My good buddy, Mr. Merry Guido, if you do not follow him, get over on Twitter and follow him, was telling me all about his strikerless system. And it seemed to be very, very good in the beta testing that he was doing. So maybe a strikerless system here. If you look across the midfield, again, very good Leon Bailey and Brandt at midfield left and midfield right, which is good to see for the game. Could leave us with a 4-4-2 situation or a 4-4-1-1 possibly, with Havertz playing in front. We've then got very strong central midfielders in Lars Bender and Aranguiz in central midfield. So strong central midfielders. We've then got Lars Bender that can play at DM as well. So there's possibility there to play a DM. But I'm still thinking the 4-2-3-1 or the 4-4-1-1 is the better options for us. If we look at the back half of the team, we then have Wendell out on the left, Visa on the right, with Tin Jevad can also play on the right. He's actually our second best centre back. That's worrying. Jonathan Tah and Jedvaj with Sven Bender there. I would say you're looking, if you're going to make that one purchase, centre back. That's where I'm going to go. Centre back. I don't think that's a very strong pairing at the back there. In goal, it's okay, but yeah, Wendell's alright. You haven't got any backup on the left. Vice is alright with Jedvaj's backup on the right, but if you're looking at central defenders, yeah, you could definitely do a bit of work, which maybe is another reason to contemplate putting a DM in there just to help out if they're not going to be so strong. So let's now talk about tactics. Looking at what we had, looking at the sort of strengths and weaknesses of the team, we don't really want to go wing play, do we? We want to keep the ball. The defense aren't great. It's gonna be difficult. I'm thinking maybe the vertical tiki-taka. So this here is the vertical tiki-taka. Dominate possession, relentless pressing, emphasis on moving the ball vertically rather than side to side. Means we can play out, we can play through the middle, which is important. Even if we're playing on a 4-2-3-1, we can have the outside guys as inside forwards coming in and helping the attacker. And even if we don't play 4-2-3-1, we could play the 4-1-2-2-1. So a DM with two central midfielders and drop out Kai Havertz there and go for that more defensive option if we needed to. Because again, we're playing through the middle. Again, you'll have your attacking options from your wide guys. It actually suggests here the 4-1-4-1 DM wide for the vertical tiki-taka. That is something that could work for us, definitely. 4-4-2 diamond narrow as well. So I think that will fit in with us. Shorter passing, playing out defence, playing through the middle means it helps that where we haven't got strong passes of the ball, crosses of the ball. So it just means we play through the middle. The tempo is lower as well, which means they're not going to be rushed. They don't have to make the best decisions and make the passes quickly. They just need to make them. So I feel like the vertical tiki-taka is one to go for. We're looking at formation suggestions here. We have the 4-1-4-1. This is just what I was talking about. Maybe dropping in and having a DM. It does mean you're not going to get the best out of Kai Havertz, but he could drop back as a Mazzala, as a more attacking centre mid, which could work. You need to look at his stats, see if he can play in there. It gives us the inside forwards. We can get the most out of those guys, but whilst also keeping us kind of at the back. You got one ball playing defender in there, it suggests, which is good because you've got Jonathan Tah. It may be slightly attacking for this team, but they're not terrible, are they? They're bloody Leverkusen. So if I was to take on Bayer Leverkusen for FM19, this is likely how I'm going to set it up, and the players I'm going to look for. Like I said, using that 10 million wisely to get yourself a centre back before starting the season, as it's going to be a tough one. You've not got a lot of money. You've got to keep the players you've got there, and you've got a fair bit of talent. You're just going to have to make them work. So we will leave it there for that short team guide. Will you be taking on Bayer Leverkusen FM19? Let me know down below who you'll be playing with, which leagues you'll be taking on. Will you be giving the Bundesliga a try? FM, they're going for it. They want us to be playing in the German league. And I have to say, there are a lot of very good teams. And I think there'll be a lot of very good saves coming out of the Bundesliga this FM. I hope you have enjoyed the video. We will leave it there. Smash that like button if you have enjoyed. Subscribe if you have enjoyed, because there's so much more FM19 content coming, and as soon as the beta drops, my beta save will be dropping at the same time, and that's it then. The roller coaster starts there. But I will leave you. Hope you have enjoyed. Have a great evening. Bye bye.